So, determination of viscosity of unknown liquid that you are going to do. Okay. So, before going to start the experiment, first and foremost, you have to know what is that parameter. That is, you are going to determine the viscosity of the unknown liquid. So, when you are determining the viscosity of the unknown liquid, first and foremost, you have to know what exactly is the viscosity. What exactly is the viscosity? Viscosity is nothing but it is a property of a liquid by virtue of which the liquid offers some resistance to its flow. It is a property of a liquid by virtue of which the liquid offers some resistance to its flow. That is viscosity. And you are going to determine the viscosity of the two unknown liquids in this particular session. Right? And the viscosity can be represented by neta. The viscosity can be represented by neta. Viscosity can be represented by neta. And the units for viscosity are millipoise. Units for viscosity are millipoise. Millipoise is the unit for viscosity. Okay. And the apparatus used for determining the viscosity of the unknown liquid is Ostwald's viscometer. This is Ostwald's viscometer. So the apparatus used is Ostwald's viscometer. Ostwald's viscometer. Now I am going to describe this Ostwald's viscometer. Listen carefully. So this Ostwald's viscometer comprises the two bulbs, the lower bulb and upper bulb. Lower bulb and upper bulb. And this upper bulb comprises the two marks. The upper bulb comprises the two marks, one above, another one below. So the above mark, let us assume that this is the mark A, and the below bulb, the below line, let us say that it is mark B. It is mark B. Right. Now what you need to do is take the beaker, and in the beaker, whatever the liquid whose viscosity is to be determined should be introduced into the Ostwald's viscometer from the bulb B end. From the bulb B end. From the bulb B end until the bulb B fills. Not more than that. Until the bulb B fills. Now suck the liquid into the bulb A. Suck the liquid into the bulb A. Bulb A. Okay. And bulb A up to the mark A. Upper bulb up to the mark A. Now allow the movement or flow of the liquid from mark A to mark B. And during the movement or flow of the liquid from mark A to mark B, note down the time in seconds making use of stop clock. So with the help of time in seconds, that is the time taken by the liquid for the movement of it from mark A to mark B, you can determine the viscosity of that particular liquid, as there is a relationship between viscosity of the liquid and the time taken by the liquid for its movement from mark A to mark B of the upper bulb. And the relationship between viscosity and the time taken by the liquid from mark A to mark B is neta 1 by neta 2 equals to d1 by d2 into t1 by t2. And all ones corresponds to the standard or the reference. Neta 1 is nothing but viscosity of distilled water. Distilled water is the reference. So neta 1 is viscosity of the distilled water, which is standard value, that is 8.9 millipoise, and D1 is density of distilled water, which is 0.997 gram per centimeter cube, and T1 is the time taken by the distilled water for its movement from mark A to mark B of the bulb A or upper bulb. Is that clear? And neta 2 is the viscosity of the liquid whose viscosity is being determined, and D2 is density of the liquid whose viscosity is to be determined, and D2 is the time taken by the liquid for its movement from mark A to mark B of the upper bulb. Now by rearranging the equation, you have to get neta 2. So let us write like this, 1 by neta 2. So let us bring this neta 1 which is there on left side to right side. So neta 1 is in the numerator on the left side. If it is brought to right side, it will be denominator. So 1 by neta 1 into d1 by d2 into d1 by d2, and it is a reciprocal form. Now bring its virtual form. So what it becomes? Neta 2 equals to neta 1 into d2 by d1 into d2 by d1. So with the help of this particular mathematical expression, we can determine the viscosity of unknown liquid. Right. So this is the liquid. This is the liquid whose viscosity is to be determined. Just show it.
This is a viscometer.
So we have to pour from introduce the liquid from the bulb B end, and now you have to suck the liquid. Suck it. You have to suck the liquid. Suck the liquid. Suck the liquid up to mark A of bulb A. Right, you got it. Right, now on the stopcock. On the stopcock.
And see that the water is going.
So until you can observe the movement of the liquid from mark A. So the time is getting recorded, right? So now it is dropping. So you have to do until it reaches
The mark B.
the mark B. Now it has reached the mark B. So this is the time in seconds, and with the help of the time in seconds and this particular thing, you can get the information about the viscosity of the sample, making use of the formula neta 1 by neta 2 equals to d1 by d2 into d1 by t2. I hope you understood this. Thanks for watching.